There, should be live now. Should be, in theory, it should be live. I don't know if this is live, but... No, stop doing that below me. Man, that's bad. The white and the whatever. White balance on this camera is horrible. Okay, so we're showing It's not that. It's actually not the whole worst thing. The cartoons or the Pink Panther was awful. I remember that was awful. Okay. Sorry, something went wrong. Please try again. Oh. Can I translate this book? Possibly. I want to know where the hell I go. Can't I get this around here? No. Of What did I just what? Very confused. Oh, I see. That's what it is. I could read this word in English. Anyway. there. How's life? How's it going? How you doing? Whoa. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, I guess. So. How are you doing? I don't know, I'm running out of things to watch, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of running out of things to do with this. Oh no. Oh no. No! No, that fell. I'm losing things up here. I believe that fell. No, probably did. Well, I'll find it, I guess. It's okay, it's not showing me now, but... Oh, right here. I think I needed it right here. Okay, so. No, stop. What? Oh. Okay. So what are they doing here? What is he trying to do here? What's he trying to do here? Okay. Okay. Let's watch some of this. Pingu. It's surprising. Everything after Pink Panther is totally watchable. Just Pink Panther decided, no, we're gonna be all stupid and make this camera crap out on us. It's like, hey, I guess, I don't know. Don't ask me what the heck's going on. I'm never good at, like, that kind of stuff where it's like, getting all the boy bands, going like this, I don't know. I wish if I had a real camera I could figure it out, but this is like, I don't know. Just something about this. So, oh no, it turns off. What am I doing? I gotta put the other light on. There. That should be better now. Very shaky. Very shaky. Sorry. Playing hopscotch? Is that it? I never understood really the game of hopscotch. I just literally skip it. Like what you do? It's one of those things that, like... It's one of those games that nobody really ever explains to anybody. But everyone has their own, like, weird rules to it. Sort of like Kick-Can, or sort of like those weird games where it's like... Those games where it's like... Those games where... Oh, those games where... There are set rules, but not really, but kind of. So it's like Monopoly. Everyone has their rules for Monopoly, and you're just like house rules for Monopoly, and none of them are real, but everyone like swears by them. Right? So Hopscotch is one of those games where it's like they add all these rules, or they don't add these rules. Right? It's like, no, I don't play that, or I play with this, whatever. And you're just like, wait, why is everybody's version of Hopscotch totally different? It's like, no, because... I don't know, because it is. Because nobody actually knows the real rules of Hopscotch. Which you would think is a simple game, right? But I guess it's not that simple. You know, there are technically no rules, really, because nobody really has rules. Probably has rules somewhere, but I mean, it's not like Monopoly, where Monopoly has very set rules, and everyone just makes up random things for random things. Right? Hopscotch is one of the games where it's like, are there actual rules to Hopscotch? Even if you looked it up, like, you know, books or Wikipedia or something, they would give you all these different things, like, oh, well, could be played this way, oh, but there's also, like, XYZ Hopscotch, and this, that. It's like, what? Whatever. I mean, it's just one of those games. You're just like, okay, well then. You know, you kind of give up, like, trying to figure it out, and you just accept it, whatever version you, or make up your own. Accept the version you're playing, or, like, the person's version you're playing, or that's it. Like, accept, or make up your own. Like, just really know, there's no bother to really waste your time with that kind of stuff. It's not like Monopoly, where, like, someone's literally going to be like, no, there are set rules, and these are the set rules. You know? So. Right? And I feel like it's one of the only board games people start making up rules for. Just because... And it's even when they know the rules, sometimes they just make up rules because they think it's... Like, they want to make it better. Or like, oh, no, this is better, don't worry. And you're just like, no, but that's not the rules. Like, the one rule that's the biggest thing is on the no parking space, right? Or free parking space, right? Apparently, it does nothing. And the reason it does nothing is because once all of the squares are taken, it's just a free square to land on and not have to pay for something. Right? But everyone starts making up stupid things like, you can get money off of it, or you can get money off of it, or you can go to jail, or you have to pay something, or you have to do something, I don't know, you get like a community card or something, or a free, whatever it is, just, it's the biggest one, because everyone's like, because that square is useless, people are like, well, it's stupid, let's make it do something, and so they make up whatever they want, so, it's not horrible, but it's not Monopoly, you know? Pingu, take your ball back. Pingu, take your ball back. Okay. I would have just taken the ball back and left. It would have been like, bye. You know, I would have been like, bye. To be honest with you, I would have just been like, bye. Would you break? What? What just happened? That's also a board game that, like, takes forever. Because nobody knows really how to play. Because it's not a game that lasts forever. It's not a Dungeons and Dragons or Risk or what's the other one called? Stratego? Is that what the other one's called? Stratego? The one where you're playing and you have to capture all the... It's like Risk, but it's not. Anyway. Where it's not those kind of games because you're supposed to play for an hour. But nobody knows that. Everyone just keeps trying to win, and it never works because it goes on forever, and then the game just kind of goes, and nobody actually wants to finish it eventually after a while. But you're supposed to play for an hour. And there's all these like, yeah, you're supposed to play for an hour, and and the rules. And there's actually, if you play the actual game, the game goes by really fast. Like, it's not like those other games where they take forever. You know? You know? But it's not a quick game like some of the other games that you can play. So it does take time, but it doesn't take ridiculous amounts of time. It's not like some games where if you do one strategy, the game goes by like in seconds, or not seconds, but like a few minutes. Like it takes like no time. Like it's one of those set games where it's like you can't make it much shorter than that. Really, but I don't know. I guess it's a good time to play because you're not playing for like 6 hours, but you're not playing for like 3 minutes, and you're like, okay, now we're going to move on to the next game because we've literally taken out all our options, of these games. Like we've played like all of these, I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't know. Well, because it really depends if you really want to spend a lot of time on a game. Like, if you want to make your game night, your board game night, one game, or like a bunch of little small games. But the game I have, my favorite game is Treasure Quest, and I love that game because it can take a long time, but it can also take like no time. If you're smart with it. Like my dad plays because you get $10 at the beginning, or 10 coins, whatever it is. Right? And you need to buy resources, right? So you need to buy, well, not resources, you need to buy weapons. You need to buy a rope, you need to buy poison antidote, you need to buy a knife, pickaxe, shovel, axe, that kind of stuff, right? So you go into the cave, like the treasure places. So it's like there's a jungle and ocean and desert and cave, I think. Those are the 4. And you have to get a treasure from each one of them and come back. But if you go in, there's like all these hazards, right? Anyway, my dad plays where he buys everything. He's like, no, but give me everything all at once at the beginning. I'm like, okay. And I try and save up my money. And we pretty much play the exact same game, just at the complete opposite ends of ends. Where it's like he gets everything at first and then has to get in, and then I have to save up my money and get in. But I don't know. See, that game has a strategy where you can make the game last like hours if you just drain the whole thing dry, like, oh, it's save up money and then buy one or whatever and do this like very slowly, or you can buy it all quickly and then, because you get money fairly quickly in that game, so it's not like it's something that's like ridiculously time consuming where you need to like and they're not expensive, so it's not like it's ridiculously expensive, like, oh, I need to save up like $100 for one thing, no. Or 100 coins for one thing. No, it's kind of just like, excuse me. It's kind of like, whatever. So it's kind of, yeah, because it's kind of easier to get money in that game. Crazy, but it's not hard. Like nothing's over, I think, $3. So, or 3 coins. So it's like, okay, and you get a lot of free coins, and you get a lot of pass and goes, and you get a lot of those kind of things where everything's like, oh yeah. Very, very easy to get money in that game. So. Well, it's a good game because it's not Monopoly, sorry. Like the same kind of games that everybody plays. And they're like, oh, I play board games. Yeah, what, you play Monopoly, sorry, Connect 4, what, like that's it? No, I'm not. I play actually. It's like, do you really? I think I found this in English once on YouTube or something. I think so. Because like I said before, I think it's a language. I'm not 100% sure. I think I read somewhere on the Wikipedia page or something that like this is a language, but like up there in the like up there in like Scandinavian or somewhere up there in that part. Some of it just sounds like mumble jumble, like 100% mumble jumble, like. But some of it sounds like it could be a language, so I don't know. Don't quote me on that because I have no idea. But if you know, tell me. You know. So they're making igloos, is that it? Okay, well, apparently he went camping, so he's making igloos. Okay. With his friend, I guess? Not 100% sure what's going on with it, but... Something's going on here. Wait, did you just lock yourself in, or what? Or just without what you were trying to do? I'm confused on what, like, the point of this. Like, is this enjoyable? He's camping like you're doing. Is this enjoyable? City eating fishes? sled. No, don't fall. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. What's going on? Everything's falling here because I'm trying to get something and that's just there. Sorry, trying to get something, sorry. Where's the picture? What year does this say? Does this have a year on it somewhere? Oh, I remember the thing that people used to pull off of this thing was meep meep. They used to say that a lot. Meep 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 meep. And it became a meme. Meep meep. It did. I remember that. I remember that much. It became a meme. Meep meep. I was like, oh gosh. Try not to move this too much. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think that one right there. What's this weird dance thing he does on his tail? It's a little bit bizarre. That's a real problem. Like, you can actually get trapped in the snow and you like die. It's pretty bad. I've heard stories of people getting stuck in them. I don't know. It always seems like that thing you're like, what are you talking about? It's great. And you're like, maybe not. No, is that it? Pingu's playtime. The end. Oh, it's over. Okay. So I think that'll be all for now, guys. So